Yeah, he's down.
Go on. Oh.
Should we close the hatch?
I thought it'd be full. That fucking wagon is sick. That is definitely one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. When I seen that thing pull up, I didn't even see you. I seen that thing pull up, I was like, well, I gotta go on that thing. I don't care. But I seen it like, I was like, alright, well, definitely go on. I'm pretty sure I can go out here and be better than that. I got well ahead of the stopper driver. Right, he was like, just stop for a while, and then he catch up, and then he gets right on the car. Well, stop too. Went to the water and sat beside me, and we're talking. He was on his phone, but the phone was off. Next thing, I don't know what he done, but he dropped his phone. And like, he fell out of the water, and they came to him, he fell down the ground, and there's nothing for it. Picked it up, it was just smack.
Yeah.
It was a new phone, like, so it was like, well, that's like, yeah, we should have closed the door. I was like, well, that's not my problem. It's supposed to be quiet. Is it like a big deal? I think it's going to be better if it won't fall. Pretty quick. That guy over there was picking up that barrel. Definitely. I think he has it. Number 33 is what it
Bird's fucking UI. How many sandwiches are there?
You going back into Lambert there? That's some fireworks under Alex. I was having so much fun letting them off. You're like, you let them let go.
You like fireworks?
Yeah. I got hit with Lambert. Ed was like, stop, let's go. And I was like,
My dad
we gotta go, we gotta go. We have to go to the bar. Let's go. Hit him over the pallet, like, left foot behind the bar.
No, Anita bought this for me. No. Oh, Brenner finally made it. Brenner, where'd you go? You want to sit? For who?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first annual Mondack Six-Man Classic. Thank you to everyone from North Dakota for being here to participate tonight as well. We have a few sponsors that we want to mention here. First off, we have Blue Rock, CQ Bar and Grill, Montana Grain, 5H Trucking, Parachute Enterprises, C&D Construction, Tom and Coral Leedy, Darcy and Lacey Mullen, Brian and Cassie Prevost, Prairie Electric, Reynolds Market, Craig's Meat, and RF Angus. We'd also like to thank our referees for being here this evening, and I'm going to mention them real quick. First off, we've got Ike Hill, and you can do a little dance down there, Ike, or wave real big. Here we got Chris Shep. We've got Gary Sinks, Brad Nielsen, Ty Graves, and Greg Yale. If I missed anybody, let me know. Okay, we're going to do starting lineups a little differently tonight. We're going to announce all the players who made the trip to be here tonight. We sure thank you for being here on this 4th of July. But first, we have to do the national anthem, and I would like to welcome Val Frisbee and Taylor Mann to sing for us this evening. Please stand and remove your hats. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to announce one person from each team individually here, and you just come to the middle. Thank you for being here. First, we've got number 2, Tristan Phillips from Absorki. Number 7, Hunter Johnson from Drayton, North Dakota. Number 5 from Box Elder, Drayden Anderson. Number 10 from Trenton, North Dakota, Colton Adams. Number 6 from Savage, Montana, Sayer Erickson. Number 12 from Center Stanton, Kenny Grounds. Number 8 from Savage, Zane Pilgrim. Number 14 from Center Stanton, Colton Becker. Number 10, all the way from Bridger, Montana, Justin Dovetsky. Number 25 from Trenton, North Dakota, Zach Falcon Dog. Number 11.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Lambert Sports Complex here in Lambert, Montana, as we welcome you to the All-Star Game. Starting lineups are underway here, and I will be here in just a moment to bring you those.
Brady. Number 34 from Alexander, Shane Cross. Number 13 from Power Dutton Brady, Aiden Reed.
Thank you again, guys, for joining us as we are announcing the starting lineup. So, starting for the Montana All-Star team, we've got Tristan Phillips, who is 5'8", from Upsorky, as well as number 5, Drayden Anderson from Box Elder, number 6, Sayer Erickson from Savage, number 8, Zane Pilgrim from Savage, number 10, Justin Dravetsky from Bridger, number 11, Isaiah Bjorgi from Bainville, number 12, Tristan Berkeley from Plevna, and number 14, Aiden Reed from Power Dutton Brady, number 15, Joseph Robertson from Freud Medicine Lake, number 17, Lane Duncan from Custer Hysham Melstone, and rounding off for the Montana All-Stars, we got number 64, Caleb Bollinger from Jordan, and the coaches for Montana is Michael Ryder from Freud Lake, and Michael Bender from Savage, Sean Lean from Richie Lambert, and rounding off for the coaches from Montana is Jason Bollinger from Jordan. We also even got managers today, folks. Ryder Prevo and Brooke Lean. And for North Dakota, we got a little bit of a shorter roster. We got number 7, Hunter Johnson from Drayton, number 10, Colton Adams from Trenton, number 12, Kenny Grounds from Center Stanton, Colton Becker from Center Stanton, number 25, Zach Delorum from Trenton, number 33, Gavin Callender from Fairview, number 34, Shane Cross from Alexander, and rounding off for North Dakota is Tayden Turcotte from Wollaston. Head coaches are Randy St. Pierre from Trenton and assistant coach Nathan Foster from Drayton. So beautiful day here on the 4th of July as these two teams match up, and also this is the first matchup here in Lambert on this Mondauk All-Star team, as head coach of Montana, Sean Lean, was able to arrange this. So we are about underway here as both teams take the field, and it looks like North Dakota will receive as Montana is about to kick off here. And I apologize for the technical difficulties here as I am standing by the camera. So we'll go off that audio. I appreciate your patience. So we are about underway here for kickoff. So to kick for Montana is Zane Pilgrim from Savage. So we got a local here about to kick off here at Lambert Sports Complex. And it looks like receiving for North Dakota is number 12, Kenny Grounds from Center Stanton. So we got a kickoff here, and it rolled out of bounds. So as we await, and that rolled off around the 5-yard line. So North Dakota will have the first go around here on offense, as again we kick off this first time event in Lambert. Center, and looks like there's some laundry on the field. Looks like that will be a false start. So Hunter Johnson will be leading the way for North Dakota. So we'll give her another go around as there's some laundry on the field. And it looks like there is one defense being put on by North Dakota. brought down by Montana, Justin Dravetsky from Bridger. That'll bring it down a second down for North Dakota, as wasn't too many yards gained on that play. Montana, as they're not giving them an inch as they're trying to march their way up the field. 9 minutes here as we are in Lambert, and I apologize again, folks, for these technical difficulties. Looks like they'll try now spread formation as they're trying to get some yardage. He'll launch it all the way up and tries going for a pass. And it looks like there'll be some more laundry on the field, as that was intended for Gavin Callender. Hunter Johnson's really trying to get some offense going here. Couldn't get it with the run and tried a long pass, could not connect with it. So should be pretty close. Again, North Dakota really looking to try to get a first down here as they tried to go for the go route. Was unsuccessful as great coverage being put on by Montana. So we'll see if we can get something to go as North Dakota is desperately trying to pick up some yardage. So under center, Hunter Johnson under center tries to push it up the middle, and it looks like that might be just a little short as they try to pick up that first down. So again, great defense being put on by Montana as that brings it down to 4th down. So we'll see here if they're gonna go for it, as they are about around the 43-yard line. So it looks like Hunter Johnson will stay on the field as North Dakota will try to get that first down. Great pressure being put on by Montana as they're running a 3-3 defense. Again, under center, tries to go for handoff, fake, trying to find it. It looks like was able to catch it as Gavin Callender was able to catch that pass along the sideline and will give him a first down. 7:41 on the score this first quarter. North Dakota picks it up on that right side, 25-yard line. Beautiful day today as we're here at Lambert Sports Complex on this weekend. Again, for those of you that aren't here, beautiful weather to watch some football. So Hunter Johnson under center. Again, we'll pitch it to Kenny Grounds. Kenny Grounds pushing his way, tripped up. That was tackled by Sayer Erickson, your local from Savage. There's a few Savage players today, as I believe there's 2 people from Savage representing Montana. So Savage really representing today. So, oh, they can? Okay. Thank you again for whoever gave us this tip. Apparently you guys were not able to hear me. So again, if you guys cannot hear us as we're dealing with some technical difficulty, please again reach out. And it looks like there's a handoff as it was, I believe, Zach Turcotte was with the run and brings a short gain. Again, 3rd down for North Dakota as they're slowly but surely pushing their way up on this Lambert Sports Complex field. So 3rd down and around the 19-20 yard line. So 3rd down and short. As again, be a fake handoff as Hunter Johnson trying to find someone. Great coverage being put on by Montana. Throws to the end zone and knocked away by Montana. And that was, I believe, knocked away by Tristan Phillips from Absaroka. So again, that brings them down to around a 4th down for North Dakota. They went for it earlier, so we will see. And it looks like there's a lot of gambling going on, and they're gonna gamble it and go for it once again. As again, there is no score, so they're gonna look to try to punch it in this first quarter, as there's 6:25 remaining in this game. Looks like under center once again. We'll go for that handoff, and it looks like he's able to get it. To Callender as Hunter Johnson trying to get that first down. So Montana will take over on downs at this game, and find out once again. Got quite the lineup here as Montana has a few more starters in this game. So again, 0-0, 6:20 in this ball game as Montana will look to see if they can have an answer in this game. So looks like Montana, Lane Duncan was in shotgun formation, and maybe Phillips was trying to get a few yards on that game and might have gotten, actually lost some yardage, so 2nd and 12. So looks like substitution coming in as Zane Pilgrim from Savage subs into the game as Tristan Phillips takes a seat on the sideline or stands. Second and 12 for Montana as he tries to get a hard count, and Duncan tries to hand up off the center and might have gotten some short yardage on that. Brought it around to about 3rd and 8. And Joseph Robinson had the carry from Croyd Medicine Lake. So 3rd and 8 as Montana looks to get some yardage, as they've got quite a bit of ways to go if they're going to want to get that first down. Great defensive pressure being put on by both teams. And again, Lane Duncan in shotgun formation. And we'll pitch it. And it looks like a flea flicker and intercepted by Kenny Grounds from center strength. So great defensive play as they really needed that play, and so they will have a chance to make it up once again for that first march up the field. So we will see once again no score as there's 4:39 remaining in this first quarter. So looks like Montana will be in a 2-3-1 coverage as there is a handoff, and it will be Colton Adams running for and looks like he's trying to find room. He was tackled and brought up as he was able to gain some yardage up the center, pretty close to that first yard line, but there's some laundry on the field, folks, so hold up as we see what that's all about. It's going to be holding on North Dakota, so that's going to bring them back as great run by Adams. First down and long for North Dakota. Like there will be another pitch to Colton Adams as Colton Adams is tackled by a crowd of Montana defensive players. So no yardage on the play. and that actually might lose them some yardage.
Loss of 1 on the play.
So there's a loss about 1 yard on the play. So again, 4:39 remaining in this first quarter, both unanswered as North Dakota is trying to make a play here as they try to stretch out the field. But great defensive pressure being put on by Montana. Looks like have a spread formation and some more laundry on the field. So offsides by North Dakota, some more yards lost on the play as North Dakota is desperately trying to get that first down.
2nd and 30.
So 2nd and 30, so they're really going to have to get something to go here as they've got a lot of yards to make up in this game. 4:35 in this first quarter. Dakota and Duncan is trying to, oh, and he'll throw up a long one on that left side and was unable to complete it as Hunter Johnson was trying to find cross and could not connect with it.
3rd and 30.
So that'll bring 3rd and 30. Looks like coming into the game for Montana is Joseph Robertson from Freud Medlake. So 3rd and 30 for North Dakota. So it will be Hunter Johnson trying to make up some yardage, being chased down, and was able to connect with Tristan Berkeley, running and making his way up, and he was able to make up some yardage. It looks like he's still about 15 yards made on the play, but still again brought down around 4th down. So it looks like North Dakota once again might try to go for it as Hunter Johnson has some yards to make up. Hunter Johnson is shotgun formation, and right away there was some laundry on the field, so we'll see in just a moment what that's all about. And that'll be a delay of game is what the referees are telling us. So Hunter Johnson was trying to race up to that center line and try to get a play to go, but it looks like there's a delay of game, but they're also having a talk over with the refs. So yep, that'll be a delay of game on North Dakota. So that'll be have to back up about 5 yards. So 4th and 20. Johnson under center. Have a pitch, and there'll be a sweep, and will be brought down quickly as that was a sweep from Colton Adams from Trenton. So Montana will have another chance to put something on the scoreboard.
It's going to be a turnover on downs. Montana has the ball, 30-yard line.
So again, no score as both teams have had opportunities to put some points on the board. But great defensive pressure being put on by the two of them. So Montana will have another opportunity. So handoff by Duncan, and that was handed off to Sayre Erickson.
Erickson stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
So he was stopped around the line of scrimmage, so that'll be about 2nd and 15. again in shotgun formation. We'll hand it off once again to Tristan Phillips as he's racing to that right sideline and might have picked up a couple of yards for Montana.
3rd and 12. Shane Cross with the tackle.
Shane Cross with the tackle. Now put it around 3rd and 12 for Montana. For Montana, once again in that shotgun formation, almost lost control of it. There'll be a pitch, and it looks like we passed up the field, and that pass was intended for Drayden Anderson, but was incomplete. So that'll put it around 4th and 12 for Montana. It away, as it will be Kenny Grounds that will be in the backfield. Oh, it was a fake tackled, and that was a nice trick play, but North Dakota really likes that one, because that was a trick play by Aiden Reeve. So there's gonna be a lot of yards to make up as Montana will try to get a play to go from the red zone. Johnson will be a sweep to Hayden Turcott. He is brought down by a short loss on the play. Isaiah Bjorny had the tackle on that play, so short loss for them as they once again, North Dakota is in the red zone. Fake handoff, pass it, and almost caught by Gavin Callender from Fairview, incomplete. So that'll bring around on a 4th down. And North Dakota will go for it, looks like once again, as Hunter Johnson races to that sideline, looking to come up with the play that will bring them in the end zone. So we'll have about 17 seconds for them to try to make something happen here in Lambert. Center, and it looks like that'll be a pitch over to Colton Adams, and he is brought down. That's going to be a turnover on downs, and North Dakota had that opportunity in the red zone. Once again, Montana's defense was able to bring it down and give them, again, opportunity as we are left scoreless so far in this first quarter. There'll be a fumble, but was again, almost intercepted, handed off, and bring it up. That's Lane Duncan trying to make a play, racing to that right sideline, and he will make up for some yards as we head into this second quarter. So as we go into this second quarter, about 3rd and 5. Again, once again, we are scoreless so far in Lambert. Both teams are struggling to get into that end zone. All right, everyone, and welcome back to Lambert at the Lambert Sports Complex. Once again, we are left scoreless as both Montana and North Dakota are left scoreless, about 3rd and 5 for Montana, as Montana's trying to get something to go here as Lane Duncan leads the way for Montana as they're about around 3rd and 5. Once again, in that shotgun formation. 2-1-2 defense being put on, and tries to pitch it back and tries to get some, throws it forward. Was picked up by Gavin Callender from Fairview, but that was incomplete, so that will bring him to 4th down from Montana. Tight formation by Montana, as it looks like they're going to punt it, and we'll bring it to about the 15-yard line. And it looks like we get covered by Montana. So that was recovered by Montana once again. Even though they were struggling with this offense today, have once again an opportunity to try to punch it in the end zone for Montana. Besides the offense, great. Besides the defense, seeing both states as both holding each other scoreless. So once again, Montana will try to lead the way here as they are shotgun formation. And off to Duncan up the way. Robertson might have got some short yardage on the play for Montana. So that'll be a gain of about 4 yards for Montana as we are near that Montana red zone. A lot of trick plays being put on by Montana, and so far they have been left scoreless, but might have an opportunity to punch it into the end zone as we await. Formation, and off once again to Duncan. Duncan racing, and he will try to bring it close to that end zone. And it looks like that'll get a touchdown, Montana. That'll bring 6 points to the scoreboard for Montana, as finally Montana was able to come up with something and put those 6 points with these 9 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Duncan so far, Duncan from Western Bishop Milestone was able to bring it to the end zone. Now we wait as Zane Hilton from Savage will try to punch it in on Thursday and bring that extra point for Montana. Placeholder will be Lane Duncan, who just scored that touchdown for Montana. And it looks like they'll be good, so that'll bring 7 points All right, folks. So as we again return to Lambert Sports Complex, Montana was able to punch one into the end zone, bringing 8 points for Montana. So it'll be Zane Pilgrim from Savage that'll be kicking for Montana. And looking to return for North Dakota is Kenny Grounds. That'll roll and bounce to about the 5-yard line. Kenny Grounds trying to make up some yardage and tackle by a few Montana players. And so
Brown brought down 12-yard line.
12-yard line. So North Dakota offense will have some yardage to make up as we await to see if they can return those 8 points that Montana just put on the board. Up a few yards for North Dakota for some positive yardage. That will bring it at around 2nd and 2 for North Dakota. About an 8-yard gain for North Dakota as they pick up some positive yards. Johnson once again remaining under center. Quick handoff up the middle, and Colton Becker push it up the middle. It looks like that's just enough for about a now be 3rd and short, just shy of that first down. Down by Tristan Phillips, so Montana with a much needed tackle, and now bring them again once again for 4th and short. We'll see here in just a moment if North Dakota is willing to go for it. As exemplified earlier, North Dakota was willing to go for it, and it looks like they will, as they're really trying to answer the call and try to put some points on the board for North Dakota. So far in this game, North Dakota has been getting most of their positive yardage and handing it off. So we'll see it, and it looks like they'll try to hand it off up the middle once again. And it looks like that might be just enough, as I was handed off to Turcotte. He had to carry it, and that will be Hayden Turcotte from Wollaston that was able to bring the first down for North Dakota. 8 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Once again, Montana leads in this game 8-0. So far they've had a lot of success so far handing it off, and once again they'll try to hand it off and almost fumbled. Hayden Turcotte handed it off to him up the middle for his 6'3", 200-pound senior from Wollaston. So again, I want to thank the players for coming here on this 4th of July day. And as far as I'm concerned, all of these guys are graduated. So once again, this is a volunteer effort by them to give us a nice showdown here in Lambert. A lot of success by Hayden Turcotte. Once again, they will hand it off up that middle and brought down once again, as that was handed off to Colton Adams. So that'll be 3rd and 8 to go for North Dakota. So another substitution coming in, as that will be Tristan Berkeley coming into the game for Caleb Bollinger from Jordan. Again, will be Hunter Johnson under center. Will try to pass it up and caught by Callender with the catch.
Gain of 5 on
So that's a
play.
gain about 5 on the play.
Third down, 5 to
So
go.
3rd and 5 for North Dakota. So 5 yards to go for that first down as we wait. Here's Hunter Johnson in shotgun formation, and it looks like there'll be a fumble and recovered once again by Justin Trubetsky from Bridger. So again, Montana's defense was able to come up with that fumble recovery and give them once again an opportunity to put some points on the board. Great defense being put on by Drabetsky and the Montana defense. So once again, it will be Montana to take over on downs as they look to put some more points on the board, as Lane Duncan and Montana will look to put some points on the board. Again, want to give a special thanks to Sean Lean, who's coached Lambert for about 20 years here, for organizing this event and bringing it to Lambert, as this is the first time that they were able to bring it. And want to also, again, thank the sponsors for making this possible. Rock, CQ Bar and Grill, Montana, 5H Trucking, and plenty of other sponsors to make this possible. Another shotgun formation. Duncan will throw it up the middle and could not connect. Was trying to intend it for Anderson, but could not connect with them. A lot of success running it up the middle for both teams, and most of the time that's been the success for them. So we'll see once again, see if they were able to put some more points on the board for Montana. Two receivers for Montana. It's Drayden Eric Anderson, and it looks like it'll be another pass, and great coverage being brought on by North Dakota, and was not able to find an open receiver, so brought down, but could not find him. Incomplete. Shane Cross bringing that great defense for North Dakota and putting pressure on Duncan. So that'll bring Montana to a 3rd down. Montana looking to get on that spread formation. Duncan once again in the shotgun formation. Pitches it to Duncan. Duncan trying to find some room and throws it up the middle. That was Bollinger that was able to catch that. So that will be 4th and 10 to go. So again, was able to connect with Bollinger, but again, they have about 10 to 12 yards in order to get that first down for Montana. 5:19 remaining in this second quarter as Montana leads 8-0. Again, we'll pitch it to Duncan as Duncan heads towards that right side at the right yard line. So Duncan with the carry, and not enough to convert to first down. So North Dakota will take over on downs.
Number 55 left to play in the first half.
So once again, North Dakota looking to answer Montana's 8 points on the board as they are still left scoreless with 4:55 remaining in this second quarter. So it'll be another hand-up to sweep by Kenny Grounds and trying to find some room. And so that was brought down by Tristan Phillips. So that was a loss of 2 for North Dakota. That'll be 2nd and 12 as that'll be 2nd and 16, folks. Hunter Johnson really trying to find some as he talks it over with St. Pierre from Trenton, trying to get the right play to bring him into the end zone. Johnson under center. Hand it off to Turcotte. Turcotte bringing it up the middle. Is able to gain some yards. So that's a big play for North Dakota. So we got another substitution this game as Berkeley will come into the game as Bollinger from Jordan will head to the sideline. 3:38 remaining in this second period, 8-0. Again, be another handoff up the middle as I was handing it off to Kenny Grounds. So, helmet come off actually by Grounds, and it looks like there's some laundry on the field. Again, another substitution coming into this game. A lot of substitutions being made as Pilgrim will take the field. Oh, it looks like there's some unsportsmanlike conduct as on Montana. So North Dakota got some much needed yards and bringing them pretty close to that red zone based on some unsportsmanlike conduct. So that is a big opportunity for North Dakota as they're looking to punch it into the end zone. So that'll be another handoff to Adams. No gain on the play, so that'll be 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15 and 2:58 remaining in this second quarter, 8-0 as Montana leads in this contest. Hunter Johnson remaining under center and some more laundry on the field. And that's a false start on North Dakota, so that'll be brought back 5 yards and 2nd and 20. So again, another loss of yards as they are losing those yards that they were able to pick up on that unsportsmanlike conduct. Again, once again, handoff to Adams. Adams trying to find some space. We'll bring it up for some short yardage. So that's about 5-yard gain for Adams, so that'll bring it around 3rd and 15 for North Dakota. 2:20 remaining in this game, 8-0. Montana leads in this contest. So clock winding down. North Dakota desperately looking to put some points on the board as we are approaching halftime here in Lambert. Johnson under center. Fake handoff, looking to run up that center, will launch it into the end zone and almost picked up by Drayden Anderson from Boxelder, so was not able to connect it, so that will bring them at 4-yard line. So that's about 4th and 15. And it looks like they're going to try to get it. So a lot of gambles being made by North Dakota have not had any success so far, but they're looking to hope to be the game changer again, once again, as they're looking to put some points on the board with 2 minutes remaining in this second quarter. And again, a lot of the moneymaker for North Dakota is their run game. It looks like they're trying to change things up as he tries to pass, and it was a pitch and was able to get it off, but short yardage and tackled and brought down. So that will be again a conversion and a turnover on downs, and Montana once again will have another opportunity as Phillips brought him down. So Montana has the ball and has a chance once again to put some points on the board as they lead 8-0 in this second quarter. Quick pass on that left side and quickly brought down as that Robertson, that was Robertson, was able to catch it.
Going to be a 6-yard gain.
So 6-yard gain on the play for Montana. 2nd and 4 for Montana. Almost lost it, but handed off as Duncan will be running up that left side here, and he's got open field, folks, and he's looking to try to make his way up and tripped up and short of the end zone. Great gain by Duncan as he was able to do a great run off that left sideline. So Montana may have an opportunity to punch it into the end zone as there's 1:24 remaining in this first half. Montana leads the way 8-0. Duncan in the shotgun. Duncan trying to find someone in the end zone. Will throw it towards the end zone. Jake Anderson run off that was able to bring 14 points for Montana. So 1:20 remaining. And see if we can once again put 2 points on the board as Zane Pilgrim from Savage will take the field. Again, the placement. Duncan was able to make that great run up that left sideline, and it looks like he's able to connect with it. So once again, that will bring us 16 points for Montana as they lead the way over North Dakota with 1:20 remaining in this first half. Alright, folks, welcome back to the Lambert Sports Complex as Montana faces off against North Dakota. Montana leading the way with 16 points over North Dakota, and Montana will once again, as it's Zane Pilgrim looking to kick off for Montana, and North Dakota looking for that another opportunity to try to put some points on the board, and looks like that'll be a touchback. North Dakota desperately looking to put some points on the board. Looks like North Dakota will take the ball at the 50-yard line, so 1:19 remaining in this second quarter. Great turnout here in Lambert as we've got a full crowd here in Lambert Park today on this 4th of July day, so great turnout, great day to watch football, as we've got some high winds, as someone has said in the comments section. We apologize for that technical difficulties as we are fighting the winds of Mother Nature. Please be patient with us. So, Hunter Johnson looking to find some room here. Great defense and great coverage being put on by Montana. Able to connect. Colton Adams from Trenton. That was a 4-yard gain for North Dakota. Looks like there'll be a timeout here. North Dakota looking to get something to go. So on May 30th, there was a 6-man All-Star game at Highwood. Some of these players from that All-Star game, as it was the 28th annual Montana 6-man All-Star game at Highwood. So the red team had their 3rd consecutive win over the blue team, as they won 60-51, tying the all-time series 14 games apiece for both the red and blue teams. So there's a total of 111 points combined. That's right, 111 points combined. No 16-17. Almost looks like a basketball game, folks, and that's what it comes down to in 6-man football, is who's got the faster team. It's more of a track race out there, as 6-man has a special place in our hearts here in Lambert. And sometimes it could as very well have more points on the board than an actual basketball game. But again, we're not quite seeing that today as we watch this Mondak matchup here in Lambert. So about 1:06 remaining in the second quarter as North Dakota takes the field, trying to get something to go on offense. They've had a little bit of luck on that run game, as some of their Colton Adams and Kenny Browns have been their power in the backfield, but again, they have not been able to connect with it, as there's been a few fumbles and a few interceptions and just a few costly plays that has been able to keep Montana on the scoreboard and in the lead. So fake handoff as Hunter Johnson trying to find someone, and it looks like there was a little bit of a trip up as Shane Cross tripped up, holding on to his helmet, as that very well could have been an opportunity to gain some yards for North Dakota. So 3rd and 11 for North Dakota. 1 minute remaining. So North Dakota talking it over as we await, and there's a little bit of a discussion going on the sidelines as Colton Adams is talking it over, and I believe that is Turcotte. I believe that is Turcotte that also is talking over. So, oh, and they were greeted with some more laundry on the field, so we'll find out in just a moment what that is all about. Also, like to give a special thanks to the referees, and it looks like there'll be a timeout on North Dakota, so he wants to have a full timeout and talk it over with all the guys. But again, we'd like to thank the men in the stripes for volunteering today to make this game possible, as we could not do it without you guys. And so great action tonight. Again, full crowd here in Montana, as we've got some great weather besides some of this high winds. But then again, we're living in eastern Montana and we don't have the privilege of too many trees, so that's something that we're kind of used to over in this eastern Montana football weather. Got a lot of representation, a lot of locals coaching the way here, as Michael Leiter from Freud Medicine Lake is one of the coaches, and we have some representation actually at the collegiate level. Mason Deathman is one of the top players that's being represented, and we got Michael Bender from Savage, who also had a player that was playing for the Grizz. Sloan McPherson was representing Savage at the collegiate level, and we're here once again. That will be handed off to Turcotte. Turcotte running, trying to find some room, trying to bring up a few yards, but about a couple yards for Turcotte. Be another timeout. Montana will call that timeout, so. So 4th and 7 for had too much luck on trying to get that first down. Opportunity again has about less than a minute to go to try to punch that into the end zone. Folks, once again, North Dakota and Montana will take the field. And it looks like they're going to try to go for it as it's about 4th and 7. Hunter Johnson in shotgun formation. And will hand off on a reverse to Colton Adams, and just not enough on the play. So not enough for a first down, so we get another turnover on downs for Montana. They have a 38 seconds to make something happen as they've currently taken the lead 16-0 here in Lambert. So be a pass caught and great yardage being made up by Graydon Anderson from Boxelder. Great opportunity again to put them near that red zone for Montana. Well, brought down by Shane Cross. 18 seconds left in this game. Another timeout. And it looks like it will be Justin Grabetsky that will be coming into the game. Timeout by Montana as they take the field once again. 18 seconds remaining in this second quarter on this windy day in Montana. Pitch, and it'll be Lane Duncan that was able to connect it into the end zone and put some more points on the board as that was caught by Aiden Reed from Howard Duncan Brady. Again, now leading by 3 touchdowns as it's brought to 22-0 here in Lambert. And once again, trying to put those extra 2 points on the board is Zane Pilgrim from Savage. Was able to connect with it. 12 seconds remaining. And for those of you that couldn't hear it, we also have some designated fireworks people over on the end zone. So if you're hearing those loud noises, we are thankful as well to play this game on, I guess you could say on this smoky game, lighting off some fireworks and getting some extra action to celebrate on these touchdowns. get something to go with these 12 seconds remaining. And we'll kick it all the way up and past grounds. Be a touchback, so that'll bring it around the 15-yard line.
Ball out to the 15-yard line, 12 seconds to play.
So with 12 seconds to play, North Dakota has 12 seconds to put something on the board as we are approaching this halftime. And it looks like they'll hand it off instead, making up some heavy yards. And that will be Colt Adams from Trent now gain some much needed yards, bringing
37-yard line.
about 37-yard line with 4 seconds left in this first half.
Anderson with the tackle.
That was Anderson that brought it down. And it looks like there'll be another timeout for this final play of this first half. Once again, Montana leading 24-0 with 4 seconds remaining in this first half. Folks, 4 seconds remaining in this first half. North Dakota looking for something to go. Thought that it would be a long pass, trying to shoot for that end zone, but they instead ran it to around the 47-yard line. But it looks like once again they'll try to throw something and was tripped up, almost intercepted by Montana, and that was almost intercepted by Sarah Erickson. So that would bring them to around 24-0.
Just a couple of quick announcements here for half.
All right, folks, and we're about underway here with 1 minute remaining. Would love to give a special thanks for Callie Lindeval, who is our special music entertainment today. I believe we shut off that audio because of that wind, but we had some great halftime entertainment. Before we start this second half, we would like to thank our sponsors, Blue Rock, CQ Bar and Grill, Nortana Grain, 5H Trucking, Virtue Enterprise, C&B Construction, Tom and Coral Didi, Darcy and Lacey Mullen, Ryan and Cassie Prevo, Prairie Electric, Reynolds Market, Greg's Meats, and Bar F. Angus. So we'd like to thank those guys, but we'd also like to give a special thanks to Sean Lean, all the players, parents, coaches, and volunteers that have been able to make this possible. So, again, about little action that happened in that first half as Montana was able to have 24 uncontested points. So I'd like to also give some special information, as here in Montana we've got quite a few football teams, but it's interesting as Texas has around 1,754 six-man teams. So
it's one of the fastest growing team sports in Montana and North Dakota.
So we're about underway here, and it looks like Montana will return the ball in this second half. So kicking off for North Dakota will be Hunter Johnson. So Hunter Johnson, folks, he does it all for North Dakota. Whether you need him to run, throw, or kick, it looks like he's the jack of all trades for North Dakota as we kick off and are underway here in Lambert for this second half of the game. So a great kick being put on, and we'll roll into the end zone. Roll past Drayden Anderson for a touchback, so that will take us to around the 15-yard line as Montana has an opportunity to put some more points on the board here on this beautiful 4th of July weekend. So also a fun fact for y'all, although we are not quite Texas, there are about 32 six-man football teams in Montana. That number is continuing to grow, and as we can see here, well represented here in Lambert in this six-man on-deck football game. And it'll be Duncan in shotgun, and he'll try to launch one right up on that right sideline, and was brought down and caught by Drayden Anderson from box shelter. So that was a great pass by Duncan. It's better catch by Drayden, as I'll bring them at the first down yard line, and that's about 37-yard line. So far, right out of the gates, Duncan was able to connect with Drayden, putting them at the 37-yard line. So great start being put on by Montana. So we'll see here once again, see if they'll be able to pull it off once again. And once again, they will hand it off to Drayden Anderson. Drayden Anderson trying to find some room up the center field and brought down by Shane Cross from Alexander, North Dakota. And special information for you, though, for those of you listening, Cross actually has a special connection here to Lambert, as his mom, Leah Prevo, now Leah Cross, is originally from here in Lambert. So we don't have any Lambert players representing us on Montana, but we can say he's an adopted Lambert representation as well here today in this game.
Against the Montana team.
Looks like it will be a 15-yard penalty. So 3rd and 25. That'll be a handoff, and Duncan will once again launch it up that right side and almost caught and out of the hands of Caleb Bollinger from Jordan. So once again, gain of no yards.
And 20-25
That'll be
from the 29-yard line.
That'll be about 29-yard line. They will remain as that was an incomplete pass. Great coverage being put on by North Dakota. Although they have not able to get their offense to go, this has an opportunity to put some points on the board as it's second down. Once again, backing up. Will launch one on that right sideline and caught by Drayden Anderson, and he will dance his way into the end zone and put 6 points on the board for Montana. And doing a backflip in the end zone. He does it all, folks. The athletic man from Box Elder was able to throw it into the end zone and put 6 points automatic shortly into this second half. Since it so happens to be on the 4th of July, once again, the fireworks are in the air and the points are on the board, folks, here in Lambert. So again, quick points on the board, and it'll be Zane Pilgrim from Savage once again, trying to put it in between those goalposts. And it looks like that will be his first one. That was short. No good. But North Dakota will hold them to 30-0. So North Dakota able to hold them on that extra point attempt. So North Dakota looking to find an answer as they come in and have their first shot in this second half. Also, you just never know. Here's a fun fact for y'all, that there is a few players in the six-man era that has been able to make it to the NFL. And that is Jerry Hill, who was a six-man player alumni that played for the Baltimore Colts. Also, recently, we've had some more players on the rise here and have had an opportunity to make it to the NFL representing six-man and looking to make that roster. So again, North Dakota, Montana will kick it off here as it will be Zane Pilgrim who missed that extra point attempt, looking to launch it into the end zone, trying to get that touchback. So again, in the backfield, Colton Adams will look to return it for North Dakota. And it'll be a short kick, rolls in on that sideline, tries to recover it. That was Sarah Erickson that made it quite the dive, and that was a swivel kick as he tried to dive for it. But great attempt to keep it in between the lines, but again, as it rolls out, so great opportunity as they're around the 22-23 yard line and has an opportunity to put some points on the board again.
About the 26.
About the 26 yard line is where they'll have North Dakota. North Dakota taking over under center. Hunter Johnson, that'll be a handoff up the middle. Will gain a few yards on the play, and that'll be Turcotte for North Dakota.
It's an 8-yard gain on
About an 8-yard gain on the play, so second down for North Dakota. About the 32-yard line. 8:44 remaining in this second half. Montana leads by 30. Again, another handoff up the middle. Again, we'll get it to Colton Adams.
Adams with the carry, stopped. After a short gain, brings up 3rd and 6.
So that'll be a short gain, 3rd and 6.
Somewhere around the 34-yard line.
Be around the 34-yard line. Dakota is going to try to punch their way and gain those short yards, trying to find some room. Hunter Johnson will launch one up on that left sideline. Double teamed. Incomplete pass as Drayton Anderson had some great coverage, as well as Justin Dravetsky double teamed him and was not able to complete that pass. So I'll bring them to 4th down. So 4th and 6 for the 34-yard line for North Dakota. Put some points on the board, so it looks like they will be going for it. Coming into the game for Montana, Zane Pilgrim will come into the game as Tristan Berkeley will head to the sidelines. Johnson under center will hand it off to Colton Adams. No gain.
Adams around the left side. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Bertie.
So it'll be a turnover on downs as Montana will take over. Now, what the?
Montana team takes over on downs at
Around
the
the 32-yard line.
1st and 15.
1st and 15 for Montana. In shotgun formation, hard count being put on, and that'll be caught. Trying to gain some yards, breaks a tackle. Sayer Erickson was able to break a few tackles. Finally brought down by Kate Grounds of North Dakota.
So Erickson with the carry, brought down by Kenny Browns.
So Sayer Erickson looks like he's limping to the sidelines here, a little shaken up as he heads that way, and he might have an injury here.
From the 19.
That could be a big loss for Montana if that's a serious injury. 7 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter. Montana leads by 30. That'll be a pitch to Duncan. Duncan trying to find some room, maneuvering in the backfield. Oh, and intercepted by North Dakota. That was intercepted by DeLorme from Trenton. A much needed great play by DeLorme, so it'll be a takeover on downs, and North Dakota has another opportunity. So we had an injury recently on the Montana side and an interception by DeLorme. So although they have not been able to put some points on the board, North Dakota has been making it up on the defensive side, so desperately looking to put some points on this board. So it'll be a handoff up the middle, and will be gained at about a few yards, and that was a handoff to Turcotte.
Turcotte with carry gets a 6-yard gain.
That's
Brought down
about
by
6-yard gain for North Dakota.
Berkeley. Brings up 2nd and 9 for Dakota.
It'll be 2nd and 9 for North Dakota. And another handoff to Turcotte as he looks like he's been a heavy anchor for this North Dakota offense. To be 3rd down for North Dakota. About 6 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter. Hunter Johnson under center. Will be another handoff up the middle. Turcotte gaining some speed, was able to make it and gain a 1st down. Turcotte has been carrying this great offense and has been able to get a 1st yard or 1st down. So again, much needed run by Turcotte.
1st and 15 for
So he was able to run it to about the 30-yard line. Great run by Turcotte. It'll be looks like another handoff. of malfunction. Got to retie those shoes. And it'll be Colton Adams that will be hitting the sideline as Hunter Johnson makes it back into the game. Got to tie those shoes up tight, as the running game has been the more reliable for this North Dakota offense. Johnson under center, two backs. Be a fake handoff, trying to find some room, and brought down, and almost fumbled. And no, it'll count as incomplete, as he is brought down in a loss of yards. Checking into this game for Montana is Anderson. Drayden Anderson will be coming into the game, and as Bollinger will head to the sideline, and almost another fumble, as it looks like it will be Hunter Johnson scrambling, will launch one up that left side of the field, and that sideline, incomplete pass. That will bring it to 4th down for North Dakota. Great coverage being put on by this Montana defense and keeping North Dakota from putting some points on the board. Third quarter, 30-0 as Montana takes this game. Looks like the wind is dying down, folks, so hopefully the sound is just a little bit better. We apologize as there's technical difficulties, and it looks like there'll be another pass attempt, as that was intended for Callender, as he was not able to connect with it. So Montana once again take over on downs. Have another opportunity by this high-powered Montana offense. So Montana once again will take over on downs, as they will remain in that shotgun formation. Receivers on the left side of the field. And it looks like they're trying to get a pass. Duncan scrambling in the backfield, tries to pass it up. Once again, we apologize if there's any technical difficulties. We are experiencing some technical difficulties, so if you cannot hear me, I greatly apologize for this. Once again, stay in that shotgun formation. Two receivers on the left side of the field will remain in shotgun formation, but it'll be another pitch to Duncan. As Dane Duncan runs to that right side of the field. A few yards.
Custer Husson was going with the carry. Pushed out of bounds by Colton Becca from center step. Ball off the 34-yard line. Brings up 3rd and 9.
It looks like North Dakota, Turcotte from North Dakota will recover it. So North Dakota, again, that North Dakota defense has been able to make some stops and great plays. So they have another opportunity to take over here and try to put some points on the board for North Dakota. 4:29 remaining in this third quarter. So there will be another run and handoff to Turcotte. Turcotte spinning, shedding some tacklers, and will gain a few extra yards on the play as Hunter Johnson was able to hand it off in the middle to Turcotte. And it looks like we have an injury on the field, folks. Can't see the number on it quite yet, but that's the second injury of this game. We don't want anybody to get hurt on this game, as this is supposed to be an exhibition, so we want to make sure our players are safe and healthy, and not a very deep bench for North Dakota, so you definitely don't want to see an injury for North Dakota. Not quite sure on the status of his injury, but he may make an appearance later on this game as we figure out what the extent of that injury is. Another handoff up the middle. Down a couple of Montana athletes. That was a handoff to Colton Adams, another one of the heavy runners for North Dakota. So that's about 3rd and 1 for North Dakota. Exercise in tonight, as there's about 2 North Dakota players on that sideline, so they like to play it both ways, folks. As again, under center, Hunter Johnson pitch it off. There'll be a sweep on that left side, and running is Kenny Browns and regains some yards. So he's shaking it around on that left side and runs that sideline. That'll be a first down for North Dakota. Couldn't bring him down. Tried to throw it in the end zone. And that attempt to bring him down was by Joe Robertson from Freud. So 30-6 is your score now, as North Dakota was able to punch it in the end zone. As Colton Adams from Trent was able to put it in, folks. So we got a game on our hands, folks. Also like to give a special thanks to those that are tuning in and could not make it this evening. It's a beautiful day. A little bit of the winds. We apologize again for the winds, as we can't control those, but we appreciate those of you that are tuning in. So also get a nice little fireworks show between times where trips to the end zone. So hope to see more of those from North Dakota as they are able to punch it in the end zone. So again, Hunter Johnson from Drayton will kick off for North Dakota. A nice kick, and we'll kick it into the end zone. So it'll be Drayton that'll try to return it for Montana, and he's racing his way up that right sideline. He's making his way through, gaining some great yards for Montana, and tackled and finally brought down around the 40-yard line.
And the kickoff from Johnson from North Dakota He moves it back to center field.
So that was
Montana All-Stars take over on the 40-yard line, first and 15.
so that'll be about 1st and 15 now as Montana once again takes the field, has an opportunity to put some points on the board for Montana. Duncan, again in shotgun formation, will try to throw it up to center and incomplete as it was.
And they're going to call it an incomplete pass.
That was Drayden Anderson from Box Elder diving for it. Had the great idea, was just a little bit short on that one. Minutes remaining in this third quarter. Montana leading the way 30-6. So again, Duncan in shotgun formation with two backs beside him.
And we have Montana on the field. Penalty marker against the Montana All-Stars, offsides, 5-yard penalty, gets the ball back to the 35-yard line, first and 20.
So that was, again, a false start by Montana. Pass it up on that right side, and again, a catch by Drayden Anderson on the right side of the field is able to pick up a few yards, about 6 yards or so.
He gets up to the 38-yard line, brings up second, third, and 13.
About 3rd and 14. And again, Duncan once again trying to scramble through as he tries to pass it. And that will be an incomplete pass, as pass was intended by Joe Robertson from Croydon Medicine Lake. And again, there is some laundry on the field, folks. So it looks like that'll be a holding call on Montana, so that'll take them back a few yards.
Holding, it looks like it'll be 5-yard penalty from the mode of infraction.
So it'll be a 3rd down by Montana, so that's around that 30-yard line. Once again, Duncan will launch up a long pass as that's intended for Drayden. Oh, and it looks like there's some laundry as that was intended for Drayden Anderson. Montana crowd really liking that call as there's some laundry on the
We have
field.
another penalty marker on the field.
So that'll be a pass interference call on North Dakota. So Montana's about to make up some of the yards that they lost. So there's been a little bit of laundry, about enough laundry to make up for laundry day here on the field at the Lambert Sports
36-yard
Complex.
line.
So I'll bring them around 36-yard line, Montana.
3rd and 11 for the
Yeah,
Montana
about
All-Stars.
3rd and 11 for the Montana All-Star team in Lambert. So Duncan, again, drops back, tries to pass it for Drayden Anderson. It's caught and will bring him a few yards.
Anderson with the catch, and he runs out of bounds. At about the 30-yard line.
So there's about 2:04 remaining in this third quarter as it's 30-6, and it'll be 4th and 5. So Montana looks like they're about to go for it. that shotgun formation. Duncan drops back for that pass, trying to find an open receiver, passes it up that center, and caught by Caleb Bollinger from Jordan. Montana crowd really liking that one as they gained a lot of positive yards. So that will bring them in the red zone. Montana has that great opportunity. Great catch by Bollinger as Montana be at around the goal line.
The best of the best.
So it'll be Duncan again in that shotgun formation, staying in that same formation for most of the day. It looks like it'll be another pass up. Montana in that right sideline. That'll be an incomplete pass. So 1:37 remaining in this third quarter, 30-6. Another handoff up the middle. And that will be Joe Robertson running up that middle, trying to gain some yards.
Joseph Robertson from Floyd, Pennsylvania for the touchdown.
So Joe Robertson was able to punch in another touchdown for Montana. We'll add another 6 points to the board for Montana as they stay on that lead. So again, Montana looking to make the extra point attempts as Zane Pilgrim from Savage. Again, will try to punch it in between the lines, and we got it. That'll be an extra 2 points, putting Montana at 38-6. 1:34 remaining in this third quarter. So both teams headed to the sidelines. Montana has had a great performance so far as there's been some
10 stars, 38. 6.
So again, for those of you wondering in the comment section, yes, the points are 38-6 now, as it was Joe Robertson that was able to punch it in for Montana. So Montana taking that 38-6 lead, 1:34 remaining in this third period. So Montana to kick off for Montana. And it will be
Adams back for North Dakota.
Adams in the backfield for North Dakota. That will roll. Adams picking up that ball, running, trying to maneuver through some traffic, and brought down at around the 23-yard line.
About the 25-yard line.
So 1:28 remaining in this
Third
period, and we're starting to get some Friday night lights now in Montana. How about that? Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors, coaches, players, and those that have been able to make this possible. Coach Lean, one of the coaches on the sideline for Montana, was able to organize this, so special thanks to him, as this is our first Mondac matchup here in Lambert. So we'd like to thank everyone also that is tuning into this stream, and those of you that have been patient with us through these technical difficulties. So North Dakota, once again, trying to gain some yards and struggling, and it looks like that we have a return from the injury. Turcotte, who was injured just about a period ago, has made the field once again. The heavy runner for North Dakota, looking to answer back after that touchdown by Montana. So again, Hunter Johnson running from that sideline, trying to make something happen for Montana as there's 1 minute remaining in this third period. Turcotte in shotgun formation. We've got a spread offense, folks. Looking to get a deep pass going to gain some yards for North Dakota. It looks like try to pass it up the center. That was intended for DeLorme from Trent, but was incomplete. So that'll stop the clock. That'll be about 3rd and 12 for North Dakota. So I would not be surprised if once again they try to get a pass or something to get some yards to make up on those yards that they lost. Looks like there'll be another handoff to Adams. Adams trying to scramble for some yards, and that will bring him to 4th down. 35 seconds
Adams
remaining.
for North Dakota sidesteps up for about a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Phillips for the Montana team. Brings up 4th and about 11.
It'll be about 4th and 11 for North Dakota, so they're going to be going for it as they try to catch up and try to break this lead as Montana leads 38-6 as the clock is ticking down. About 24 seconds left in this third period. So Hunter Johnson try to lead the way here, try to at least gain some yardage as there's time is a ticking in this third period. Hunter Johnson trying to race the clock here. Shotgun formation, drops back, will launch one up the middle of the field and incomplete. Pass was intended for Gavin Callender from Fairview. So that'll be a turnover on downs as we reach the fourth quarter in this first annual matchup, Mondax All-Star Game here in Lambert, Montana. We have exactly 1 second, so a little time. If they can beat the clock, who knows? We've seen other things happen in this life, so. Duncan, hard count, drop back, handoff, and looks like they try to have a flea flicker action, and that will be the end of the third period as that was incomplete. So Montana
to the third quarter
will
with the score. Montana All-Stars 38. North Dakota All-Stars 6.
So Montana leading the way 38-6 as Montana will return, looking to score once again in this fourth period. And final period of this Mondac matchup here in Lambert as Montana leads the way here 38-6 over North Dakota. So Montana will lead the offense here as Lane Duncan from Custer Hysham Melstone under center for Montana, looking to put some more more points on the board for Montana. Duncan and his famous shotgun offense. Take the snap, hand it off to Duncan. Duncan trying to gain some yards. Maybe gain about maybe a yard.
Shane Cross with the tackle.
But it'll be Cross that made the tackle. So that'll be a third down. Or, yes, it'll be third down for Montana.
It's Lane Duncan in the backfield, I believe. 4-yard loss on the
So
play.
it'll actually be a loss on the play for Montana.
19.
It'll be third and 19 for Montana. Still in that shotgun formation. And we'll pass it up to Drayden Anderson as it was Reeve, and it will be racing his way past that end zone. And Drayden Anderson from Box Elder will put some more points on the board for Montana.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Montana. Once again, St. Pilgrim from Savage will try to kick it in between the goalposts to try to put some extra points on the board for Montana. So Montana leading the way, 44-6, 8:55 remaining in this fourth period. No good. So we'll keep Montana at 44-6, and North Dakota looking to answer back as we return as both teams head to the sideline.
Pilgrim to kick off for 4-6. And Clemens back for 7-1.
So Zane Pilgrim will kick off for Montana. It'll be Kenny Grounds. We'll try to return it for North Dakota. And that kick will be short as it'll be Turcotte that brought it up and was able to gain some yards and brought down at around the 43-yard line. And it looks like it will be Turcotte once again. Was slow to get up on that one, but he will stay on the field for North Dakota as he is a key and vital player for North Dakota if they want to keep in this game. So North Dakota will take over on offense as St. Pierre from Trenton will talk it over with some of his players. .49 remaining in this third period. 44-6. Montana with the lead. There'll be another handoff to Colton Adams. Colton Adams racing up on that left side of the field and brought down, was able to gain some yards. And that was brought down by Sayer Erickson from Savage. A nice gain by Adams for North Dakota.
12-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd and 3.
Bring it around 2nd and 3.
About the 32-yard line.
So that'll be at the 32-yard line as North Dakota, nice gain at about 9 yards for North Dakota. It'll be Turcotte under center, and we'll hand it off to Adams. And Adams was tripped up. Gained at about maybe a yard or so. No, it looks like there'll be no gain of yards as it will remain 3rd and 3. Or 2, yeah, so I guess picked up at that yard, so Substitutions being made. 6:34 remaining. 44-6. As North Dakota is at around the 31-yard line. Third down, 2 to go. The handoff to Turcotte, and Turcotte he brought back at a loss of yards, so that'll bring it around fourth and third.
Third for 6. Yard loss brings up fourth down and 2 from the 31.
So 6 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter, 44-6. North Dakota looking to get this first down, try to remain in this game. Hunter Johnson under center will hand off, and it looks like out of the hands of Turcotte, but recovered by Johnson. Johnson trying to fight for some yards, and he had some perseverance as he's tackled by a herd of Montana players. So that'll be a turnover on downs. Montana once again taking over on downs, and will lead the way for the Montana offense.
Montana All-Stars take over on downs at the 30-yard line. First and 15 for the Montana team.
5 minutes remaining, 44-6. Montana leading the way. Duncan once again in his famous shotgun formation. One back on his side, handoff. It'll be a handoff up the middle. And that handoff led by Joe Robertson from Freud Med Lake.
Robinson with the carry.
And for Robertson will be Isaiah Bjorgi from Bainville coming into the
Yard
game.
loss brings up second and 16
So it'll be
from
about
the
second
29.
and 16. Lost about a yard, so Bjorgi will come in and try to make something happen. Looks like it'll stay around second and 15. 4 minutes remaining, 44-6. Duncan is scrambling in the backfield, trying to find an open receiver. He'll launch it up that right side. No open receiver.
And incomplete pass by the 16.
No gain. Now remain at 3rd and 16. 3:40 remaining in this third period.
Another little tidbit, there is one NFL player that has played 6-man football. He comes from Wyoming.
So again, Duncan, and was able to find Braden Anderson. He was able to dodge some traffic, was able to pick up a few yards.
Anderson for
Braden Anderson
36.
was able to pick up a
Run
few
out of
yards.
bounds by
But will Brigham or still
Adams.
remain
I
at
believe it was,
4th down.
The North Dakota All-Stars.
So again, Duncan in shotgun and almost picked away, but recovered by Bollinger. Nice catch by Bollinger. By Bollinger. And will bring a first down for Montana. Great catch by Bollinger. So there'll be a timeout called. 2 minutes remaining in this fourth
Timeout call.
quarter. also would like to give a quick heads up to those of you that are tuning in. We are using an iPad for this coverage, so we are at about 5% here, so we'll try to stay with you as we're close to out of battery on top of the press box here, so forgive us if we run out of battery here, but we got about 2 minutes remaining, so we'll try to race the clock. This performance. So Montana again once leading the offense 44-6, 2 minutes remaining. As they're trying to punch in one final touchdown as we are in this battle of the borders here in Montana. Duncan, cross pass, hand over to Tristan Phillips. Tristan Phillips trying to push his way up the center. Put them at about the 3rd down. So 1 minute remaining. I think we'll be able to finish this game, folks, with a 5% battery. So thank Apple for their great battery to keep us in this game, I guess. Oh, it looks like there'll be a timeout by North Dakota.
With 1:01 left in this game, the score: Montana All-Stars 44, North Dakota All-Stars 6.
Again, want to tell you guys the score is 44-6. For if you can't hear our PA announcer or see our score, but Montana is currently in the lead. I hope you guys are able to hear me, but once again, thank you guys for tuning into this game as we have just about 1 minute left in this final quarter in this showdown between 406 and 701. So it looks like there'll be another handoff. Wow. I'll pick up a few yards, but
All-Stars with carry. Phillips.
another timeout by North Dakota. North Dakota looks like they're trying to get that one final possession because we are underway and about to wrap up on this 4th quarter. St. Pierre from Trenton called that timeout. So both teams on the sidelines trying to come up with a final game plan as we close on this final minute of this 4th quarter. Once again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors that have been able to make this game possible, as I read off earlier. Without you guys, this game would not be possible. So we'd like to thank our sponsors, and once again, we'd like to thank Sean Lean for organizing this event and all the players attending. So another handoff up the middle, and it'll be quite a few yards by Tristan Phillips here at the carry. Pretty close, that 1st down marker. That was brought down by, once again, I'll call him one of our adopted members of Lambert, Cross, who his mom is from Lambert, Leah. So 27 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter, 44-6. So that will wrap up here in Lambert, as Montana was able to come away with a 44-6 win, as great sportsmanship being demonstrated by both Montana and North Dakota, as both embrace one another, as this was a great showdown between these two states that have been able to entertain the home crowd here in Lambert. We'd like to thank both Montana and North Dakota athletes for being able to make this matchup possible. Thank you again for tuning into this game, and we hope to catch you next football season.